So we are moving on to part 2 of project 3. So on the right hand side here in this window, I'm going to show you where we left off with part 1. You should have had video.h, the class, your song class, my video class, Pragma 1's on the top, video.cpp, all the implementation for that. Okay, video list.h, your song list.h has the list class, and I wrote 3 functions in part 1: add, search, and print. Okay, and the constructors, we talked about this, the default constructor and constructor from file. Okay, video list.cpp, starting from the top, constructor, default constructor, constructor with parameter which is a file name, destructor is empty, add video, search by title, print list, and that's it. Okay, this add video is just a regular function. So that's where we left off in part 1. Now part 2 here on the left hand side, I've added a few more things. Let's start with video list. Nothing has changed in video.h, but video list.h, nothing has changed here either. I didn't change anything here. Okay, that's the same. So which means my video list.cpp hasn't changed either. Okay, I have not done anything here. So the 4 files, nothing has changed. I created tools.h. Tools.h has all the utility prototypes. Pragma 1's, I include both video and video list. My read int for data validation, you must have that read int to read an integer. Display menu, read option, execute command, and the overloaded add video function. Okay, so we have, let me go to part 2 and open tools.h here, so then it's easier for us to look at both the implementation on the right side, the prototype on the left side. So all of these function prototypes, tools.h, tools.cpp on the right side. I've included tools.h and video.h here. Okay, function implementation starts with display menu. You have this from before, you should just copy it and paste it. You have this from before, you should just use it. Execute command, you have this also from before. The only difference is execute command takes different parameters, option and an object, no more array, an object of this video list class. Remember, the array and the count is embedded, encapsulated in a video list object, this object by reference. That's a big difference in this project. So make sure execute command takes char, option, and the video list object by reference. By reference is very, very important. I say that over and over again because if you miss this by reference, your list will not have anything, your object will not be populated. Has to go in by reference. Okay, then local video, a video gets created here. This is the local video. We switch option and we do a few things. I have commented this code out. We don't need it for right now. We will incorporate it because size, I cannot do size right now. I have to use a get size function to get size from the video list, and I don't have that right now, so I commented it out. Okay, add video. We call the add video function, which is the local add video function. If you notice here, I have an add video function that takes a single video object by reference. You see this? That is this add video function. This add video function takes this a video object, which is where, right here. Okay, it's empty right now. Add video takes that, and what does it do? Let's go down and take a look at that add video function. Here, all the way at the bottom, this add video takes this a video by reference, again, by reference because it gets filled in, and when it goes back here on the top, it must come back filled, and then I take that and send it to store.addVideo, the objects add video, which we did in our video list class. Okay, we'll take a look at that. So here's add video, which takes this a video by reference, reads all the information from the user. We populate that a video using our mutative functions. Then it doesn't return anything, but since a video comes in by reference, we come back here to this line of code where we turn around and send that a video over to store.addVideo. And so on the left hand side, I'm going to go to your video list.cpp and show you where it's getting added. Here's my add video right here, right here. See, store.addVideo brings you here, and that a video comes in and gets added to my array. You see how all the different things are put together? So that's what we do here. This is an overloaded local function. This add video belongs to the object in the class. So think about that. I'm going to put this back to tools.h so we can see what other functions I have in tools.h. That's the most important function, which is the add video. Everything else was there before. Here's the readInt function, which takes a prompt, whatever the user sends over, outputs the prompt, reads the number. It does data validation. While not cin, if it fails, you have to do the cin.clear, cin.ignore, and when it's all good, return temp. Okay, so where we use this right here. If you go all the way to the bottom and look in add video, right here, see that temp here equals readInt. You must do that when you read minutes, duration, seconds, any integer that you read, you must call readInt. If you don't do that data validation, if I enter A for minutes or B for seconds, your program will crash, and it shouldn't crash. Okay, so that's what I have in tools.h and tools.cpp. That's what I added for this phase. All of these functions, the only new function is add video or your add song, which is a local function that takes a single song object from the execute command and fills it up in the function, comes back, sends it to the object's add video function, adds this video to its own array. And of course, the change here is also the object, the parameters to the execute command must have that. Okay, so that's good. Now let's take a look at main here. So if you look, the other files I have here, tools.h, tools.cpp, I have videos.txt. You must have your text file here, the same text file from before. And let's take a look at main.cpp. I don't have a main.h, and you don't need a main.h because I have tools. That's where all the stuff is. So main.cpp includes video.h, tools.h. That's all you need because tools.h includes all the other things. You create your file name. I call it file name, maxcar, put in videos.txt in it. I create, this is the most important object. That is a store object which encapsulates the list and the count. And I call it using the constructor from the file. Remember, we wrote that here. When you go to take a look at video list.cpp, where we are calling that constructor. This constructor right here, reading from the file. This is a constructor that gets called when we create the store object from the file name. And it will load things from the file, so the array inside of the store is already filled with the stuff from the file. And then you go into the do loop, display the menu, read the option, execute command, as long as option is not equal to q, right? So if you go here and let's quit out of this and compile my code. How do you compile your code? Remember, we did this before. We're going to do it again. G++ minus wall minus G. List all your CPP files, video.cpp, video list.cpp, no .h files, just the CPP files, tools.cpp, main.cpp. Then minus o, main is the name of my executable. Very important, the way, in the order in which you put these things, make sure you have a backup of everything. And so the warning is okay, it compiles, I run it, /main. So I print, I should have everything, well, that is D to display. Everything from my file has gotten loaded already. And then I can search for a movie by a T to search by title. I haven't implemented search, so it's not there. R is not been implemented. Remove, we'll do that the next phase. So all I have is add a new movie. So maybe we put in, I don't know, Star Wars. Today's a good day to do that. 2019, something like that. Then you say D for display, and there's Star Wars that's been added. And then I quit because that's all I have right now. Now, Let's add another movie and show you how the data validation should work. Star Wars 2. And if I enter D, it should say invalid input. Please try again. F, invalid input. Anything that you type in other than a number should be invalid input. And so there you go. If you do display, you should see that new movie added and we quit. Okay. So that's all there is in part 2. All I did was added tools.h and tools.cpp and main.cpp, and your program should be working for this phase. I will see you in part 3.